So I have these two parts here, and what I'm going to go over is seam lines. A seam line is the line that sits between these two adjoining pieces, like so. So right now, pretty tight fit to squeeze these in. So when I do the seam lines, I'm going to glue these parts together and melt the plastic together. The best way that I like to do with these seam lines is first cut away these nubs. I usually cut them at an angle, about a 45-degree angle, to remove most of the connection points. So you see these are removed now. Now if I put this together slightly, I get a better, closer fit. Notice that I didn't bother sanding down these nubs either. So I'm not going to worry about that until after I get done working on the seams. Now, when I snapped this together, it came close. It snapped a little too close together, so I want to leave a little bit of a space between here. So with enough of a space between these two, I'm going to take me extra thin cement and apply it liberally to inside of the edges, like so. Now once I have enough glue to apply to this, I'm just going to not face this away from my eyes and squeeze together. Now what you will notice as you squeeze together, you're going to have this plastic ooze that comes down the middle of the seam. What's happening there is, again, here, just along that seam where the two pieces of plastic meet, you're going to have melted plastic. So what this does is this melts the plastic together. So that it effectively welds these pieces together. And what I like to do, usually, just to, sometimes I'll add a little bit more glue. This might take a little bit of practice, but once you get done with this, or once you get good at doing the seam lines and used to this, this will be very, very easy to do. Since I don't want to sit there and squeeze this part together, I'm going to hold it together with paper clips, like so. Maybe another paper clip on the other side. And I'm just going to leave this alone for at least 3 hours to overnight, and then come back and we'll go to sanding this. So this part has cured overnight. Now you can see that there's a bit of plastic ooze that is completely dried. I can run my fingernail over it and I can feel that there's a bit of plastic that's exposed or that's been squeezed out. So all we need to do is sand this down. I'm just gonna use the sanding pad like so. And all I'm doing is wiping it across the surface very lightly to kind of get rid of that major plastic. And you notice that this was where the nub was. So the reason why I didn't want to sand this before getting rid of the reason why I didn't want to get rid of the nub first by sanding it away is sometimes when you're sanding the two pieces, you tend to forget that there's two pieces that connect here. So you end up sanding in a V. And if I don't sand the nub first and just do the seam lines, when I'm sanding the whole part, I get rid of the nub and seam lines at the same time. Now, since this is a curved piece, I can use like a 60 grit sanding pad that has a curved surface to it. All I'm doing is really just wiping it across the surface. Go with a little bit higher, 160 or 120. Leave it a little bit higher, go with 220. And you can go even higher with the 320. And the 320 is just about as high as I will go with this. And even with just doing that, you barely tell the seam line was ever there. All I need to do really is, if I don't want to paint, is spray a clear gloss over it to fill in the small little cracks, or even a clear flat, and I could be finished with this.